adjustment for myself, probably, I forgot what it was. Oh, you know what, it was the MERS contribution. We found out that the MERS contribution increased, so I increased that for them. And then they got adjusted, the department had requested, based on our adjustments. And then the mayor has his adjustments, come up with the final number, which is on your guys' document.
So the 210,000 that the mayor decided not to give them is why?
It's right here.
It's right
So
here.
in repairs and maintenance, we'll go to that tab,
Okay.
and then I think Janice will talk about the contractual service as well too. But we'll go to those two tabs if you want to see how those were decided.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I see it now.
The ITT.
Yeah, the
Oh, okay,
80s,
yeah.
IT, yeah.
We withdrawn our request for that.
Sorry, let me get to the.
I'm good, Jason.
Okay.
Usually think about the painting, just to let you know what it is. So again, when you're dealing with these major repairs, we're talking about, the court's been open about 15 years and we really haven't done it. I had the people from Taylor Chevrolet went to court on a case one day, and the owner came up to me and said, "It sounds like a doctor. It's not about case." I said, "Sure."
So this is back to.
He says, "Hey, the court's looking a little shabby. You want me to paint this? Have some people come in and sit off, man." I said, "Okay." Deanna and I have been talking about this for a couple years. It's time to put it in the budget. So yeah. That's why we put it in the budget. The second item then, going back to the second sheet that I gave you after the pneumatic tube system, is the metal detector. Just, you can see it came from the Metro Airport a few years ago, several years ago. It was used security in courts. Just has to be proven. It is a danger now. Interestingly enough, I got a text right before this meeting saying, "Hey, some guy's threatening, we think Allen Park is Taylor. I mean, Taylor police called Allen Park, and they don't think it involves Taylor at all, but it's that kind of thing that just never happened. Hell, the first 12 years of the gun, 15 years of the gun. We have to be, we're even talking about right now, if there's a grant at the police department, saying, "Judge, if we can get these bulletproof vests for record officers, they should be wearing them." You didn't hear that kind of discussion 5 years ago when you came before. It's not at all. That's why it's in the budget. So we'll take care of that. If we get the grant.
It would be a brand new, same company. I'm not yet sure if there's a way to reduce the cost since we're maybe turning one in, or if there's a way to do it. But that's what I'm hoping, it's brand new company. Correct, it's brand new. We've had correction, or repairs to this one, it was just in the last 3 years, but not. We've unfortunately had things come through that. You know, we had a security audit done last year by the Supreme Court, and they said that that was fine. He did not make, yeah, Michigan, yeah, exactly. They came through and they do they go through and just kind of look at your processes and equipment and stuff, and they didn't have an issue with our actual, that unit right there. It was just the walkthrough that he said you really need to look at other options.
Security there is better than the prison I looked at.
Really?
I think the court is better than the prison.
That's frightening.
I think it was after that audit where we had to have, I started putting 2 people on the front desk. A lot of times during the day, we only have one at the front door.
Yeah.
And they said, "No, you have to have 2. And now that I go around to other courts, I look at it, and almost everybody does. We were one of the last ones to change, but you have to have 2. One to take care of the people, the other one to make sure they're not anything. So we started doing that. There should be, if you walk into the courthouse, there should be 2 people that can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time I say it, it's stronger than white, there's always 2 people.
Well, you know what, the mayor and council appreciates
There were
that.
nights where a couple years ago, there were 2 court officers there.
We heard that the sidewalk construction
They
slowed down.
wasn't for having 2 court. The way they did it, right? That makes sense. Yeah, so scary.
Last big ticket item we put down here was the moving shelf filing system. So if you came into one of our stores, have you ever seen in the library how the shelves move? You know, a lot of times they'll have, literally you stack a file, you press a button, and the shelves move. Well, unfortunately, ours are getting so old. I went downstairs and I didn't know about this till budget time when they wanted to get this fixed. We have a shelf that if it starts moving, it doesn't stop. So I have a 2x4 there. So it's not going to be a real good argument when I go before the court about somebody being injured. Why did they get injured? Well, you know. So it is. It's actually very concerned about what safety of the clerks now. That's why this is out there. You can tell.
Right, and they can't, we've tried, we've had to also make repairs to that over the last couple of years, not the safety mechanism necessarily, but other parts of it. And when this happened, they did several evaluations, they had a couple different people coming out looking at it, and eventually said there's no way to replace these parts. Your whole system needs to be upgraded. So we're going to do it in 2 parts. In fact, the first, the safety mechanism is being repaired with this current budget. We had some funds that we could shift over and use for that, so, but the whole system is the upgrade that's needed.
Last item was and that's the 80,000 that Council was asking about. We had originally proposed, can we get an ITT upgrade, running our own ITT at the court? And then the response we got from both the mayor's office was a great recommendation, and we heard it from a couple other experts. Why don't you do an analysis first? Spend some money, have somebody analyze what you think you need, you make recommendations, and then come to the council with something based on an expert giving us some facts. But I want to tell you why we're looking at this. Deanna, and I said, Deanna, you deal with this every day. I don't have to. I look at my emails.
Right,
Deanna
right.
deals with it every day, and you tell us what.
Okay, so kind of the history on why we're even talking about maybe getting our own IT is, when we look at the court in the last, say, 3 years, there's been a dramatic shift in the way that we have been trying to conduct business. It's involved increased technology, it's involving cross-training of all of our staff, which has allowed us to increase our collections and do a lot of really good things. But while that was happening, a lot of things came to light with obstacles related to IT. So what it boiled down to is I'm spending probably 3 hours a week. I've basically figured out on IT issues that I'm really not qualified to have to be dealing with, which is why it takes me quite a while to figure out what to do when we run into obstacles. And I think that what we boiled it down to is that the needs of the court does not really match up with what IT currently can offer to us. And so it's not IT's fault, I don't think, as far as their staffing levels. Yes, exactly, the city IT. The hours of the court are very different than the IT department. The level of staffing that they have, it just isn't, it hasn't been matching what we needed. And again, not because it's their fault, but just because our needs are a little different. When we have defendants that come to court and we have to cancel their warrant because they've posted a bond and all of a sudden the computers go down, that's a big problem if we can't cancel that warrant like right now. License suspensions being lifted, we have prisoner issues we deal with. Of course, we run 3 cash booths at all times, and there's a line usually on all of those cash booths. So those are the types of needs that I have realized is causing me to spend a lot of time, and it's very stressful, and we just are not sure what we need to do different to match the needs, so.
And it might very well be that we spend the money, they might say, listen, the
Exactly.
city might offer the best bang for your buck.
Right.
But we thought we would at least look into the money in, because we're spending way too much time, wasting our time with IT. And that's the reason for it. I thought it was excellent advice to get both from the administration saying, hey, some expert people on this.
So to follow up, the line item I got highlighted is the department requested 85,000. That was brought down to just $5,000 for the cost of the assessment.
Mr. Chairman, if I could add, we don't disagree with the court at all on this. I think there's even some questions of compliance and regulatory that might be slightly different that we deal with. But when we looked at the 85,000 and we sat through the analysis or the presentation, our only concern was it just looked artificially low. And so we asked some questions and said, is this really going to be enough? And I think we all concluded that there were just more questions than answers, and so we think the analysis is best for everybody, and it'll give them a blueprint of how to move forward accordingly. But at some point in time, we would anticipate this item coming back to you.
And having said that, though, I think the goal is you all just bought new equipment. And we want to incorporate that equipment in any change if we can, correct?
Right.
Yeah, we're keeping that in mind.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
We're getting a new car, maybe here.
Yeah,
might be
no,
a
it
little
was,
better,
in fact, when we talked about the 80,000, one of the IT people that we talked to had said, well, if you can use the court equipment, then we knock it down to 40,000. So there's some substantial savings that can happen. I think the mayor hit it on the head. Their experience with trying to look at all these systems was, did you know we think you're low? Okay, well, let's go find out. I think that sounds reasonable. Even more about, you guys have been through this, you all have been through it more than I have. So before we start spending $100,000, let's just spend a few grand and see if it's cheaper. Then we come back and say, it's the best bang you can get for your buck. I mean, we talked about this as a court. Don't think this is just something that came from last year. We've had this discussion for several years, and because of where the city was at, my constant response was, I'm not going to go to the city and ask for $200,000 for IT. We're just trying to get out of debt right now. But things have changed now. So I'm hoping that if we can come to that, we'll take advantage. Anything else you wanted to add?
I mean, that pretty much sums up the IT issue and kind of where we were at and We are, again, I definitely agree on study, because I'm no IT expert, so for me to try to put together the best plan, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that, so I like the idea of getting a study.
What if you all have questions?
Mr. Chair, Sir Judge, do you want to talk about the revenue, go